Hail Internet, I am Lord VikingBeard. Welcome to the Stanley Parable, a narrative-driven experience about choices, the utter futility of existence, and burning babies. You play Stanley, a very contented office worker who one day discovers that his entire workplace is devoid of life, and there is a strange voice narrating everything Stanley does. And so you set off on an epic quest to find out what has happened. Or don't. You can completely ignore what the narrator tells you to do and hide in a cupboard. See, this is a game all about choices and tropes. You are technically expected to follow the narrative and achieve a happy ending, but the really interesting stuff happens when you go off course. Supposed to go through the left door? Be your own man and choose the right. Told your objective lies at the top of those stairs? I'm sure something far more interesting is at the bottom. As you explore and restart to make new choices, you should begin to try options that most games wouldn't even think to do. What happens if I jump off that? I'm supposed to enter that room, but what if I nip out before the doors would have closed behind me? This and many other things will lead to a multitude of interesting endings and some rather fun surprises. All this is underscored with some fantastic dialogue that is not only very funny, but is a smart critique on video game tropes, and often turning many of them on their head for laughs. In itself, Stanley Parable is an extremely small game with only a handful of rooms interconnected by corridors. The visuals are also mostly bland and uninteresting, but that would appear to be the point. The monotonous hallways juxtaposing the world when it takes on a massive shift because you caused the code to break down or you entered an area you were never supposed to see. The actual gameplay is extremely simple. Your interactions with the world boil down to walking through rooms and hallways and pressing buttons. But with the aforementioned great writing, these mundane tasks are brought to life. Something as uninteresting as closing a door becomes an act of defiance, killing yourself a legitimate ending in itself. It all adds up to make an entertaining experience that, while lacking content in the long run, is so unique and amusing that you will end up putting more effort into trying to break the game than you ever will actually playing it. You can get the Stanley Parable for $9.99 on Steam. For what it is, it's entertaining, but it lacks any meaningful mechanics. It's extremely short, and while I like the game, the amount of content offered for the price is simply not worth it. On sale though, there are some very interesting ideas and excellent writing that you wouldn't want to miss. Farewell, and thanks for watching.